you still only have a $10,000 account. If you had a $100,000 account, it means you could take your equity down to $60,000, $70,000 and build it back, but you can't. It's a misconception, when people get a $100,000 account, they're like, well, I've got $100,000 to trade, so I'm going to risk 10% of the account every day. So if they risk 10% of the account every day, that means you're risking $10,000. Well, you can't do that because your maximum drawdown is 5%, which is $5,000 per day, or maximum loss or drawdown. And then if you lose $10,000 of the $100,000, you don't pass the account or you lose the account. So actually you have a $10,000 trading account. And even when you pass and get funded, you still only have a $10,000 account. If you had a $100,000 account, it means you could take your equity down to $60,000, $70,000 and build it back. But you can't. You'll fail the challenge.
So you only have a 10K account, not
That's
the 100K.
That's all you have. That's it. There's never a $100,000 funded account, because if that was the case, you wouldn't be cut off at $90,000.
Is funded trading, this is like, I'm just going on tangents here. Is funded trading, is it like a personality thing? Like I've seen some incredible traders try funded accounts and just not be able to do the risk parameters. And I've seen some like pretty decent traders like that are all right, be able to go through it because they can stick to the risk parameters. Do you think it's a personality thing or is it like a discipline thing?
It's both. It's personality and discipline. And I mean, just to go on the record, I love funded accounts for people who need them and who understand what they're trading. If people have a $200,000 funded account, and they realize I only have a $20,000 funded account, and they take risk off the $20,000, they can continue to grow that. But if you're trading a $20,000 account, like you have $200,000, you're going to blow that account.
Okay, for sure.
All day. There's no way around it.
Well, for sure. So like trading, I've actually been doing something very similar to you. I've actually been funding a certain sized account with my unregulated broker. And I've just been running it to whatever it is and then withdrawing it and bringing it back down to the original balance and just doing that weekly. Like, have you personally ever traded funded? Do you have a preference over either one?
Yeah. I mean, I traded funded when FTMO like first started kind of kicking off, just to give it a try to see what it was about and to see, how they traded, how the broker moved. And I mean, when I got done, I was like, I could see how people could do this, but it didn't make sense to me. It's like, I have my own capital. So if I have my own capital, why wouldn't I trade it and have full control over everything, to where if I want to hold trades longer, I can. I mean, which some funded programs allow you to hold trades, market close and all that stuff. But it's like, I just like having control of my money. If I make $10,000, I want $10,000, because you don't understand how quick that 20% adds up. For every $10,000 you make, you're losing $2K. So if you made $10,000 every month, at the end of the year, you lost $24,000 you had to give back to the funded company. That's a chunk of money.
But at the same time, you could also say that you're not using your own capital. Do you think that's a plus or a minus for folks?
So, I mean, I don't know. I kind of like the whole capital deal of your own, just because I like having control of it.
That makes sense.
I recommend, people ask me all the time, what funded broker you recommend? It's like, man, top tier. I know the guys at top tier. I can vouch for them. They're not going to run away with your money. They're not going to close up shop. Like, they're actually good people. But for me, it's like, if you've got $10,000 to $20,000, trade.
For sure.
Simple as that.